unongalanga semlanjeni.
Molweni, bantu bahle, igama lam ndinguvuyiseka Maguga, and these are Ekhaya conversations right here on Ekhaya Sessions. As usual, I bring you an awesome creative, igama lakhe Kwan.
Love child.
How's it?
One love.
Ne?
So good, so good. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, man. Been so eager.
Yeah, I have a thing with the camera where my eyes just, I don't know.
Don't worry, look at me.
Look at you.
You are safe.
Yeah.
Look at me. This is a safe space. Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me here. I love what you did with the space. Haven't been here since last year. Around this time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I didn't make it to the festival. I caught feelings. I was slaying.
But I made sure that I used you for my graphics.
Yeah.
So
I was part of it.
Yeah, because the mindset yami is like whoever that works here, because obviously I can't put everybody
on there.
Stage as a festival. But if someone wins a indoor, and then I have people.
I don't
also
think I would have made it anyway. So.
Why?
Yeah, I was busy around that time.
You see?
I was busy.
You see. Anyway, this guy, soft-spoken brother, light-skinned ghetto boy with dreams of fame. Tell me, I someone sent me an inbox, and they were like, "Yo, you should check this guy. Kwan and Don." So I was like, who's this person? And I think the person that sent me the inbox understood my love for hip hop and the type of hip hop that I like. So I went on your page and I looked for you and like, yo, go Pilomdo is he South African? Yeah, understand? And then I'm told no, go la pepai. And then number yako. We spoke on inbox, and then we went to WhatsApp, and then to WhatsApp, and I was like, yo, chances are mjiduhlale summer strand. So for him to come to Ekhaya conversations is I'll spend male transport in Tintin, and I have to cater for him ganje, and all to find out he's just a light-skinned ghetto boy with dreams of fame. Tell me the background yako, King.
That was quite an intro. Appreciate it. Yeah. Now Shalikas, by the way. Yeah. El Shalisama straight, Please do not mistake me for that. But Kwan is from Sister Getis, Kwan from Kwanele, So, when you graduate, such Kwan, call it Kwan. Not
Kwan, you're the best.
But Kwan, Koila. But I mean, I'm probably the first Kwanelo
to
Kwan, Yeah, so there's more other Kwans after me.
Trendsetter.
Wakwa Masumpa. Born and raised in the streets of New Brighton. A lot of people don't know me. I was Ned, bookworm. That's what those kind of words,
Okay.
I locked myself in. I love my books. I love music, and other people, they really don't know me like that. Like, oh, I know Uba, and like, I know these people. I grew up with them, and because I was always, keeping myself indoors and just, I stay a lot in my head. So, Yeah.
So when you wrote "Be Yourself," don't you ever change. I said so to myself. Don't you ever change. Embrace who you are. Yeah. When you wrote that, did you realize how different you were from everybody that was around you?
Yeah, I think at that point, when the project came out, I had discovered who I am, because I was saying that I'll be releasing this project for years. It took me really like so many years, and then eventually I felt ready to do it. And I'm not really a person who can articulate himself with words. I'm a numbers guy. Yeah, so I had to learn, to express myself using words. Not body language, not numbers, and And that song, I think I was able to do that, you know, to just say what I feel and say what I had observed about the world. So, yeah, that's a song. I'm glad it made an impact.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Okay.
So, we have a couple of things in common, now.
Yeah. No, not even a couple, a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
First of all, you were working in a very comfortable job like Imalia Popa and Dondon, and then you decided to resign from that and focusing on music. And then when you ventured into music, as ixesha lihamba kwafuneka uba ufunde ezinye izinto so that you can have like side hustles that are funding the main hustle, which is umculo.
Yeah, you said that last year. Side hustle, funding the main hustle.
Yeah, I understand. So I want to know, how is that for you? Like, what was the conversation that you had with yourself when you decided, okay, you know what, I want to focus on this thing?
Yeah, hey. It was not even a matter of, okay, of course you have to decide, you know, but what influenced the decision?
Okay, yeah.
You know, it's a series of events, you know, prior to that. You know, and when it gets to that point, it just felt that at that, you know, point in time, and, you know, I won't say it's a good thing, or I've always known what I want to be from an early age. You know, I kept it to myself. You know, you can't be smart and love music in our community. That's strange. Like, yeah, what's wrong with that?
Because we grew up, because when we saw, because remember, I wanted to be Whitney Houston.
Jack, you turning our So when it got to that, where I had to, you know, just leave everything for music, you know, it was, I think the universe wanted me to be there, and you know, there's so many events that influenced that, and I was just uncomfortable with being comfortable.
Ooh.
I was like, nah, this is, because I'm going to put on hours, so many hours onto something that I do not like, whereas I could take these hours and put onto something that really, you know, fires my heart. And yeah, I was like, okay, now this is it. And crazy enough, I was not even at home at that time. I was not even in the country. So imagine, I'm like, man, I want to go home.
You left.
Coming back to reality. A different transition. Like, way different transition. But I had planned for that, of course. You know, you don't just... I was talking to a fellow artist recently, and we talked about that. You know, I was like, man, you planned. You know, you had to plan. It's like,
definitely.
Okay. I plan like every day. How's my Monday? So you count those things. It's like, okay, so if I leave this now, okay, now, you know, there won't be source of income coming in. So what do you do? Okay, you know, so music, this and that. And here I am. I'm happy. Yeah.
Nah.
If I were to do it again, I would.
You would.
10 times.
Yeah. So what were your expectations? Because I think when you kupangela, obviously ungena to something else, as the thoughts where you think, okay, what am I gonna eat? How am I gonna survive? And don. So what were your expectations in terms of what did you wanna achieve?
This is really nice.
The ginger.
Yeah.
Yabulela, man. So what were your expectations, ngomculo, and did you meet them? And then when you didn't, Okanye, when you did met them, how was your life after that?
Okay, firstly, I did not meet any of my expectations. Okay, that's
were?
far. Yet.
Yes.
I like to believe, you know, moving
towards the right direction.
You know, it's just when when there's outside influences to, to the decisions we make, we're most likely to, yeah, okay, of course there are, but when they are more dominating than your inner voice, and then, yeah, hey, you go crap Buddha. Yeah, so I had to establish myself and know what is it that I want. And be in love with the hustle. I had put myself like a period of 1 year, it's like, okay, in this 1 year, this music has to pop. That was it. I'm forgetting that, hey, bro, you have to wear, you have to eat, There's other responsibilities in the picture. So now reality, came in. Firstly, there were so many challenges in just me recording the tape. Now I was like, okay, now I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to hustle, but I want to do the music, So I like to think that if there were no challenges in me, doing what I want, then I would have achieved my goal within that 1 year period. But because probably like 3/4 of the year, I'm trying to make ends meet, and I only have 1/4 to make this music thing. It doesn't go like that. So now the reaction, I'm just a light-skinned ghetto boy, I'm fragile at times, I'm strong. I'm all that, I'm all that the world requires of me at times. I can be mad, I can be angry, but you find that certain emotions, you react to certain situations in this way, maybe you're more angry than you should just be cool about it. And I had to learn when to be and what to be, during certain times. It's like now I have to be here in this moment, and embrace Ekhaya sessions. Whereas it would be like, I'm here, I'm thinking about music, hey, I'm thinking about that. You gain nothing when you put too many energies, in different bags. Like you take this one energy and you break it into pieces. Whereas you could just take the whole thing, invest in this bag. Ekhaya sessions. Ekhaya sessions gives, life to Ekhaya festival, Ekhaya conversations. That one bag, it gave, life to other bags. But if you were like, hey, Ekhaya sessions, Ekhaya this.
So it had to, but it into that grows gradually.
It growth, basically it's growth. If I can say it myself. It was like, okay, I'm gonna get from point A to point B, or to point Z. In fact, I did not think there's a B, C, D, E, F, G. Now reality says, hey, man, slow down. You can't skip this. You cannot skip this. And I'm like, the letter K, like,
Yo.
I'm feeling it. I'm glad I'm still standing.
Nah. Yeah, because I was having a conversation with this other guy, Izolo, kwenye event that I was working in, and Umjita is asking me, so are you from here? I'm telling him, yeah, I'm from here. I've done like quite a lot. There's this that I'm working on. I've been doing this. I've been to this place. I've been to that place. And then he's asking me about how's the support from institutions that are meant to support us. And I'm like, Andy, I don't want to put all my energy on that. My mindset is but let's start doing things that are going to be beneficial to us. Let's start investing in things that are going to be beneficial to us, and then everybody else that comes in joining you the way is gonna come get temzi zakho, not ngezakhe. So like you had to, because I think if you moved from point A and jumped all the other steps into point Z, you were gonna meet people that abazati, but okay, look, here's B, C, D,
In
E,
their
F, G, H, I,
terms,
J.
not in my terms.
In their terms. And then in that way, you compromise the art, you compromise the
Compromise who I am.
yeah. Because yonke lento, I think we are it define a man by who you are.
Hey, but kubhlungu lena
It
lessons.
is.
It's
It
not
is,
nice.
yeah,
It's like, you appreciate, when you're on the other side, when you connect the dots, you cannot connect the dots with going forward. It's only when you're in the front and then you're like, oh, Trip, this is what happened. But the pain one has to go through. And I do not want anyone to go through, the experiences.
Me too, dog. Me too.
Not everyone survives.
Yeah.
Not everyone survives.
Because I was thinking the other day, about how when I went to Eastern at Bank Joy of Jazz, in I think it was 2018. Like for me, it was not even about being on that stage, but the journey from the day someone sent me the invite. But Eastern at Bank Joy of Jazz is looking for upcoming artists to perform there. This is how you enter, and therefore there's a competition, a public voting, and the stuff that I did for me to be able to get to that stage. Because to tell you the truth, I used to I did this course. What's a rap? It's a sound engineering course. So I would go from the escala and then go
now it explains all this wiring that's happening here. I see you, love child.
Yeah. So esikolweni siyaphuma ngofo, and I go to Ekhaya. Fika Ekhaya, I had 2 phones, 2 power banks, and I asked people, yo, ngicela ninivotele. You log into Facebook ngohlobo, umuntu athi, yo, ibhetri yami iphelile, here's a charger.
Wow.
Yo, ana data izanza hotspot. Yo, ana phone uFacebook wami u1010, uyazazi login details zakho, here's a phone, log into your Facebook and do this thing.
Hey.
It was not even about me getting on that stage. Like, my experience on that stage, I can't even have into a that I could say about that. But how people carried me throughout until I got there. Like, it wasn't gonna feel the same. I wouldn't be able to tell this story if I jumped from entering into being there. It had to be a point B, D, B, C, D, zonke zazena, yabo. So I wanna know what are you currently working on?
Hey. Let's spoil the surprise right now.
Okay.
But at the moment, even today, so me and my friends, we joined forces, as we see it, from, me living one job, Omnyumdu would have the questions about what nigga, No, I taught me graphics, A friend of mine used to do graphics for Ibrandiam, and, because he had to leave. So we're in the same place, and Amaklasa Ed too were not. They will clash, and I'm the kind of person when if Funindo now, I would love it to happen now.
We have a lot in common.
But those are projections to myself. I do not put that
to them.
on other people.
Definitely.
Hence, I'm like, okay, now I have to do it myself. And I spent so much time. I think I've accumulated so many hours, more than music itself, doing graphics, and I got better, and, I started doing it for myself, and then, it got into a point where people are admiring what I'm doing for myself. Who's doing that for you? And because I love attention, right? But not in that narcissistic manner.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, a friend of mine is doing it. So you talking to me, like I'm gonna talk to my friend, and then I deliver to you. So like, okay, now let's create a name. So I gave that whole system a name. I'm like, I'm working with a team. I don't put, in fact, you're never alone. You work with
definitely.
you work with forces beyond you, beyond our understanding. So it would be like, yeah, my team will do it for me, but I'm doing it.
You are a team.
You know, I have to go to a radio station or to wherever, and they need a poster. I do my poster and say my team is doing it. You know, so I learned that, and it got better. And me and my friends decided I learned photography because I was always the one in front of the camera, you know. But I had to show people how I would love my pictures to be. So it's like, okay, he's in the forward. I want this, you know. Yeah,
But
do
on
it
me,
like this
yeah.
on me. And, you know, you're like, yo, man, you actually take nice pictures. You should do more of these. And I got better with that too. And so this year we decided, me and my friends, like, you know what? Because we kind of like doing the same things, you know, just differ in style, of course. So like, let's just join forces and see where this is taking
us.
Best decision ever this year.
Dog.
Because now it's like we multiply the clients, you know. Now we know that you have to bring in at least 5 people. That's a requirement. Whereas when you were working alone, it's like, man, even if they don't come, I don't care. Now you serving a bigger brand, you know, it's more than you, it's us. So if you fail, we all take the L. And none of us want to take L's. So,
push.
and yeah, it's the best decision ever for me this year. So that's what keeps me busy. And whenever I find the time, I squeeze in the main hustle, which is the music, you know. And I've been working, and it's crazy that I think you asked me in, was it on WhatsApp or something, when you said, how do I know if this is meant for me? I put in just a little bit of work on my music, and boom, a lot of people, but to me it's like, no, man, I haven't done much.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't done much. So I've been getting like features from artists, you know, which I like to think they are big, you know, just won't mention their names. Like, yo, we should work on this. We should work on this. And because I'm stubborn and I want to paint my story the way that I would like it to be told, it's like, wait, bro, you know,
Not now.
can I do this first? And then we'll get back to that. And I promise you,
Because I think also looking at your last project, I think that like i-mindset yakho nje binjalo, it helped you producer i-project nje, because I don't know, man, it's different. It's I ingathayo lapha, you make me think of, who's this guy, BJ the Chicago Kid.
oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's and when I was first introduced to Anderson Park, like back then, but not now that they're in the mainstream and don't like
Before
that type of music, that type of sound that I was drawn into, and it was like, yo, this is so authentic, this is so inokuja and stuff like that. So I think that mindset of saying, look, not now, I wanna let me do this and this and this, and then kangokule is a puma.
So many artists fall in love with the lifestyle, JUNGKOK.
Ooh.
Like, so many of them, you know, they wouldn't go as far as quitting their jobs, or maybe they would. And as soon as, you know, the ish hit the fans, you know, they'll go back. You know, it's a question I ask myself like every other day. If the music wasn't paying, would I still be doing music? And the answer's always been yes. Always been, yeah. You know, I sing, you know, I stay with my friend. And yeah, he knows me. Like, I'm always singing around the house. I don't listen to the music that's playing out. And it's not because I'm hating on. I'm not like that. I do listen to every, you know, when an artist is new, I check them out. I'm probably one person who checks out every artist in the Bay, or, you know, it's like there's one.
After me, definitely.
You know, I want to know who are you. You know, like there's guys when I see them on, you know, go to events. You know, come at the love and about the celebs and most,
Yeah.
you know, they're like, but I'm like, I know you, bro. You know, I like, you know, track number 5 on your. I want to say it, but it's like, I'm receiving the energy that you're giving out is kind of repelling me to come to you and talk to you like that because you think I'm trying to be a fan or something. But now I'm respecting the craft, you know. I don't care about you. You know, I just love the music. I'm more inclined to the music, you know, than actually what, you know, I can love your sound. You know, you can be a shitty human being, but, you know, I love the music because that's where I'm at, you know. But, yeah.
Are we getting music anytime soon from
Most
you?
definitely. Okay. I'm not supposed to say this, but I'm going to say it. My tape, I'm not sure of the name yet. We haven't decided. It could be Grown Up Volume 2.
Okay.
Could be something else, but there's plans or talks that we release it on my birthday next year. You know, and there's just a whole lot of planning, you know, that has been happening for that to come into fruition because I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, eh?
Yeah, so if it doesn't sound right, if it doesn't look nice, if you know, because these days we also have to study, you know, social media algorithms. You know, if you want something to reach as many people, there's certain steps or you know things you had to follow and understand. So as much as I love the music, I love business too. You know, because I see a lot of people who were musicians, they go broke and then they go on to say stuff about music, you know, that is discouraging the young artists, you know, that's growing up. And I don't want to be one of
That
those.
guy.
Yeah. I want to say, bro, the music is the music. It's there. It's with you, you know. It's probably passed on, you know. And it's going to come out either way. So you just have to find your way, you know. This is of your spiritual being. Now you have to find the way to thrive in flesh, you know, because you have to eat, you have to dress, you have to, these things are of flesh. The music is of the spirit. So how do you make sure that you balance the thing, you know, and learn as much as you can?
So has there ever been a time where you felt like you needed to prove to yourself that music is your thing?
Yeah, the project.
Okay.
Yeah, the project was one of those. Yeah, it probably took me 2 years to put that together. You know, there's many songs that didn't make it to that, and yeah, you know, and I think a lot of people were just, not that I'm expecting people to receive or understand my calling. I do not, you know, but I appreciate, you know, at least the people who are within my circle to understand that, oh, okay. It's like, oh, bro, you really get it, you know, or be it my sister or cousin or whoever. So when they relate to it, you know, so I think before that, people were just like, yeah, he just loves music.
Ingatutanda cornflakes.
Yeah.
Bread flakes.
Yeah, he just
Like,
loves
yeah,
music.
Tanya,
And when I
bread.
dropped the tape, we were like, oh, hey, bro, you know me, I'm your sister, right? Or I'm your bro. Yeah, it was like that. And to me, I mean, after I released the tape, I did not, it's only probably months later that I was like, oh, man, this is nice. Not during the time, not when it was released. Now, nah, I'm just creating. I'm like, yeah, this has to be right. There's this other guy, you know, who used to help me with beats and stuff. You know, I had released singles, you know, before the tape, and he had given me all the beats. So I was like, you know, man, I look for beats, and it's like, you know my sound more, so I'll prove you wrong. I'll do the whole tape without your help. And I did that, you know. He only listened to the tape after that whole thing was done, and he was like, man, that was proof to myself that this is for me. You know, this I can, I can bend it the way that I want it to be bent. You know, I remember working, at sea. Like the machinery is loud, and I'm singing. That was it every day. That's what get me through. Got me through the next day. Is that if I don't sing, if I don't rap, when I'm doing something, then my day will not be good.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's quite a heavy burden to carry, honestly.
It is. Because I remember, when I was about to resign emsebenzini, they would play like background music. Yabo. So whilst the sevens, mhlawumbe kudlala Natasha Bedingfield or Beyonce, Irreplaceable, and I'd sing different lyrics and melodies on top of whatever that's playing, and that kept me going because people thought, "Yo, umsebenzi wakho kwenza happy," and I'm like, "Dude, it's the music." So imagine if I were to resign emsebenzini and just focus on music, and then I'd be happy like about everything in life.
I said to this other guy recently that music is one of the few things that gave the black child a chance in the world. I mean, during times of segregation and so on, Abo Mama Miriam, or your Brandas, that time it was rough in the country, but these guys were given passes, to cross borders, into places that don't even want them there. It's the music. It was not anything else. It was the music. So it always, breaks my heart to see how people do not. I mean, you're not supported as an artist. Okay, I'll speak, from, where I'm from. It's like, until you make it.
Yeah.
And then people start rooting for you. Yeah, bro. Yeah, But when you're still an underdog, okay, man, whatever, bro.
Yeah. With that being said, Izolo, I saw a post by someone, Utiba, I'm tired of being great and broke.
Do something about it. Now, if you've noticed, I don't post much. I'm more about the action.
And my mindset is there. But look, if you are that great, then you should be able to think outside the box and make sure. Because like this thing that I'm saying that Tina Sobai too, we have a lot in common, is that I resigned from music. And I started doing music. The phone Umculo is not bringing in money, but I am blessed and fortunate enough to be able to do izindo that are still in this music thing that are generating imali so that I can eat. Meaning, my spirit and my physical self is fed.
Yep.
Yeah, well, because music is food for the soul, and that happens here each and every Sunday. Here, I see a different artist, and that feeds my soul.
Yep.
That gives me a strength. So, okay, you know what? Next week, do this again.
You feel fulfilled.
Like, continue. Like, do Ekhaya conversations, do them.
Yeah, guys don't know that. They think it's only the music that maybe if you had a different team or people who are supporting you somehow and all that you have to do is sing, but not all of us come from that, so you just have to make everything. If I don't get up and do A, B, and C, I know this human flesh will lack something. So, and I've removed that mentality of expecting someone else to do something for me,
Bruh.
To me, it's like, okay, I need this. How do I get it? So that's a question in my mind every day, waking up. Okay, how do I convince someone, that they need this, and they just have to give me this much? That's my everyday mission.
Nah.
Same thing with the music. When I release it, it's like, how do I convince these people that they have to listen to this tape? to get some sort of, fulfillment or healing or whatever. And all I just need from them is just to listen, to download, play,
stream or whatever.
So with those questions, now you tasking the brain into thinking of methods to make that, to make that possible.
I want to say I'm proud of you. I'm proud of everything that you've accomplished. Like the light, glow.
6 buck low.
Yeah.
Appreciate
You're doing something that you love. I can't wait for your next project. I can't wait to work with you. I can't wait to see like all the major things that you.
Me and Love Child are getting in the studio soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sabonana Kwan. Oh yeah, that's it. Ikamalam Dinguvu Iseka Maguga, also known as a Love Child. I'll see you guys next week at 5 p.m. on Wednesday with another awesome creative king. Thank you so much for honoring this. I appreciate you so much. Siabulela guys. Bye-bye.